Hello, guys. Welcome to my official YouTube podcast, Gaurav here. So, it's been official, it's been confirmed. Right now, there will be no if, there will be no but Australia will be out of this T20 World Cup. And to be really honest, this is not the first time, and this will not be the last time because the only time they have taken T20 cricket seriously at that point of time, they have managed to win the T20 World Cup because they have went ahead with the full strength team at that point of time. I'm talking about the only World Cup they have won in the T20 format once Aaron Finch was leading the side, and I think they have picked the strongest team at that point of time because most of the bowlers were also available. Pat Cummins, Mitchell Stark, Josh Hazelwood was also there, and which was the captain. Steve Smith was there. David Warner was also there. I think Glenn Maxwell was also there. Matthew Wade, who won the games against the Pakistan, who was also there at that point of time. So they picked the strongest 11, and they have given the best chance to win the World Cup at that point of time, and they did manage to win the World Cup at that point of time. But after that, or no, or you can say before that also, they they have the history to not to pick the strongest side for the T20 World Cup because they don't think the T20 World Cup uh, as a cricket. You can say that uh, their agenda, and you can say their thinking wise, they want to win the World Cup, the 50 over format. They want to they want to win the World Cup of World Test Championship, the Test format. They pick their side. They pick their strongest side once they play the T20, the Test side, and they pick their solid side once they play the 50 over format, also the 50 over World Cup. They pick the solid side, but once it comes for the T20 World Cup, they doesn't take seriously. And most of the time, if you look at the players, if you look at this T20 World Cup side also, I think Stark was already decided to retire, so he was not there. Pat Cummins has the history of injuries, so he wasn't being able to make up on this T20 World Cup side. Josh Hazelwood was doubtful. He was there, a pick of the bowlers who has improved a lot as a T20 player, as a T20 bowler, you can say, and he was also out of this tournament. So once the bowlers was not there, it was very difficult for Australia because more often than not, batsman wins you the matches. It's the bowler who wins you the tournament. So that was the issue that was happening with the Australian. And as I said, I was scrolling through the reels also, and one of the Indian guy who was living in Australia said the people has not been watching the T20 World Cup, which is happening in Sri Lanka and India. People is now watching, now seriously watching the rugby matches, the football matches, and I was like, guys, your team is playing in the T20 World Cup, and nobody's taking seriously. So that was quite surprising thing for me also to look once their team is playing. You gotta watch all the matches, no matter how these team are going in the World Cups. But as I said, they don't take their team seriously. Doesn't want to see the T20 format. And one of the main guy, Lucas, is also comes to my channel, and he also doesn't watch us the T20 format. Forget about the T20, his team participating in the T20 World Cup. He doesn't even bother to watch the T20 matches also. So that is it, and I think that's the scenario right now for the Australian team. They are officially out of this T20 World Cup, and there are currently only one team has left that who will reach the Super 8. All the team has been decided. Only Pakistan and Namibia match will decide that who will be the eighth team who will be going ahead in the Super 8 matches. And after that, the real T20 World Cup start, because currently it will be the most of the matches will be the dead rubber. I think tomorrow match will be held in Ahmedabad. I think India will play against the Netherlands. Again, that is also a dead rubber. None of the people will be watching. I was about to go, to be really honest, but I have to cancel my ticket because I because I thought There will be some interesting things. There will be a lot of interest, but again, I decided to skip. I will try to go once India reaches to the semi-final. I'm uh, not saying convincingly, but I will try to go out to watch India at that point of time. But as I said, most of the time, most of the team has been confirmed. The good thing for South Africa is they will be playing all their matches in Ahmedabad, which is good thing, which is good for South African team also, because if one team is playing in the same ground, so they have an advantage, you can say. But I don't think Pakistan has an advantage because they have lost to India in the Sri Lanka. So they have played all the matches in Sri Lanka. Uh, Vishal Sharma, Azak, Acha. Okay, hi Vishal. So, so I was telling about the team. I think, as I said it before, South Africa is the strongest team going around after India. I think last time they had did manage to lose to India in the final, but this time they are look the strongest. To be honest, they have the bowlers, they have the power hitters in the middle overs, and they are the strongest team after India, as I said, and they will be reaching to the semi-final no matter what. So Vishal has asked, "Yo, bro, where are you doing this live?" Actually, I am. I currently live in Mumbai, and I am doing this live outside my home. Okay, so you can see the background. Actually, I'm outside. So other team, after that, India, South Africa, these are the powerhouses. I will be surprised if Pakistan doesn't manage to beat WTA, because you never know what Pakistan would write off Pakistan team, because you don't know which Pakistan team arrives on that day on the ground. They lose with any team. I think on the last T20 World Cup uh, they have lost to USA, right? So you can't write off Pakistan. They can lose to any of them, any of the team, and they can win to any of the team, especially in the T20 format I'm talking about. So um, Pakistan is a balanced side. They can surprise you. They can give you shock also. And which team? I would be surprised if New Zealand doesn't reach to the semi-final, because they also have a very solid side. They have a strong middle order. I think I don't know what has happened to Mitchell Satner. He wasn't playing today also, and Darryl Mitchell was the captain, and Glenn Phillips played a blinder kind of an inning. So uh, he was also a good. Vishal Sharma just asked me, I can see a face of dinosaur in the right side at the top pile. He just looks scary. I thought, where are you in the forest? No, I wasn't in a forest. I'm in a, probably you can see that is a that is a park. Okay, that is a park. So, Vishal, I just able to forget the topics. I'm discussing about the cricket topic. Uh, so New Zealand is also a strong team, which I think be, they they will manage to get the semi-final. They will manage to reach the semi-final. I would be surprised if they doesn't manage to reach out there, because they have a very strongest batting lineup. Team Seifert is there, Finn Allen is there, and uh, number three, I think Rachin Ravindra, who has a concern with his perform. New Zealand will be concerned with Rachin Ravindra's form, but Glenn Phillips is brilliant. I think he bats at number four, and he was batting uh, brilliantly throughout the Indian series also. And they have a strongest bowling lineup also. I think once Lockie Ferguson is back, he looks quite a lethal bowler in the T20 format. Mitchell Satner is there, Duffy is there, and uh, they have a balanced side. If they don't manage to, they have don't. If they don't manage to win to reach the Atlas semi-final, then I would be quite surprised. Vishal just asked, but bro, just hang on a minute. Yeah. Vishal, I've taken a question, but bro, why the hell this Daryl Mitchell Tucker is not performing at the level which the other team finish up playing down the order with the high strike rate, winning matches for the team. I agreed, Vishal. But look, where you gonna fit him? Uh, if you following my channel, I have uh, asked this simple question from Michael Wagner also, who is the New Zealand guest. Keep coming in my channel. I do invite him at every point of time. I did ask him also that player like Daryl Mitchell doesn't fit in the playing at number five, number six position doesn't fit like a finisher option. But he did say that you can't play Rachin Ravindra and Daryl Mitchell at the same playing 11. You need to push him at number three. But New Zealand management has decided that Rachin Ravindra will play and Daryl Mitchell will also play. So if Rachin Ravindra going to play at number three, then Daryl Mitchell has to push. He's batting down the order. That's why he's playing at number five. I know he's not been contributing, but you don't have much option to bat at that point kind of a position because Glenn Phillips will not gonna be batting at number five. Earlier, he was used to bat at number five and number six. He was giving the finishing touches, but I think New Zealand management has decided that he will be playing at number four no matter what. So New Zealand side and Zimbabwe has surprised everyone. Zimbabwe team has surprised a lot of team, and they did manage to qualify. Sikandar Brendan Taylor, who was playing right from the 2007 T20 World Cup, has been out of the tournament. But Sikandar Raza once again proving it why is the lone warrior of this Zimbabwe team managed to get Zimbabwe for the Super 8 league stages, you can say. And any team which I'm forgetting it, I did mention India. Don't need to mention India because they are the powerhouse. If two doesn't come in any of the ground, especially in the north side of India, especially in Delhi, kind of a pitches where in Mumbai you won't be getting a dew because I stay in Mumbai. I did manage to watch um, India versus USA match, the first match which happened in Mumbai. Okay, I went on and to watch the match, and there wasn't a dew. There wasn't a single dew. So you will not be getting a dew on one kind of a pitches, but defending a total will be a very difficult on one. But I don't know what has happened in this year because most of the time in Wankhede, whoever wins the toss are batting first and manage to defend the total. Because earlier it used to be it is quite a difficult to defend in Wankhede. That is it is quite unique thing is happening in Wankhede Stadium because most of the time, as I said it before, most of the time people are batting first and they are able to defend the total. So, as I said it before, if dew doesn't come in, and more often than not, India will reach to the final, and in the final there will be a game of nerves. Who will control the nerves? Who will win this tournament? So India are looking a great side. If the balance doesn't get affected, especially I get scared about Hardik Pandya fitness because if you guys remember, I think 2019 World Cup, which was happening in England, Hardik Pandya got injured, and at that point of time, the composition got no. Hardik Pandya wasn't get injured. Sorry, I'm just forgetting it. I'm talking about 2023 World Cup. Sorry, 2023 World Cup, which happens in India, which happened in India, where we lost to Australia in the final. At that point of time, uh, I think Hardik Pandya got injured, and we needed to play Surya Kumar Yadav. And at that point of time, I'm not saying that just because of the Surya Kumar Yadav we lost the T20 World Cup. It is just that the balance of the team. Hardik Pandya gives you the proper balance of this team, and we need the Hardik Pandya no matter what. So if the combination, if Hardik Pandya doesn't get injured, if Dew will not be there in northern part of India, so we will be in the final no matter what. So we have discussed about the South African team, we have discussed about the New Zealand team, and what are the more teams which are going to qualify for the Super 8? Can you guys tell me? I'm just forgetting the names. I have mentioned Pakistan. I did mention about the Pakistan team. I will be surprised if they don't manage to to beat Namibia, because Namibia will be the easier one to beat them. Namibia will be easy for them. They can easily beat them. And these are the strongest team. Australia is obviously out of this T20 World Cup team, T20 for a T20 tournament. And there are not much team which we need to discuss about. Zimbabwe will be there, and yeah, this is the team. This because the Super 8, once the Super 8 start, then there will be a lot of eyeballer. There will be a lot of people who gonna watch it very interestingly, because I think 3 to 4 days there will be a dead rubbers. Then the next match, which is happening in Narendra Modi Stadium, it is a totally dead rubber. Totally dead rubber. Nobody gonna. I will also not be going to watch it, because that match is not. I think India needs to make us something. They needs to give him some player chances. I think they need to try Sanju Samson. I know they don't want to drop Abhishek Sharma. They don't need to drop Ishan Kishan, but it is a dead rubber. They need to try something new. They need to be aware about all the chances, all the scenarios. So that is the match which they can try something different. And for Netherlands, I feel for Netherlands, because they they had a match against the Pakistan. They could have easily beaten that Pakistan side, and the match was in their hand, and they did manage to lose. Quite, I felt for that, because I think at that point of time I was in gym, and 3 overs, or in probably in 2 overs, they required 30, and they dropped the sitter catch of Fahim Ashraf, and at that point of time they lost the match. If they could have held that catch, Pakistan could have been out of this tournament also, because uh, they would have lost to India anyhow. Even though if they have lost to um, uh, Netherlands, they would have still managed to be lose India, and they would have been out of this tournament. I was quite sure about it. But strange thing happens in cricket, and this is what happened on that day, also, where they did manage to find a way to win against the Netherlands, because on the first day itself, it would have been quite a big upset on the first day itself. Afghanistan team, okay, I feel for Afghanistan team also, because it is happening in Asian condition. They have a very good spinner, Mujibur Rahman, Mohammad Nabi, all of this good spinner, all of the top 10 best spinner in the world, Mohammad Nabi, Mujibur Rahman, who are most probably the bestest spinner, and they still doesn't manage to get across over the line in this World Cup, you can say. And so I feel for Afghanistan, because most of the people have been considering the dark horses Afghanistan, because the matches was played in Asian conditions, Sri Lanka or even in India. They have the spinners, but still they didn't manage to cross the line in this T20 World Cup. So I feel for Afghanistan team, because they were a side who could have given some tough times for test playing nation like West Indies, like Pakistan. They could have given the tough times, but they haven't gone across the line. So that is it. What should I say? If you guys have any question, you can ask me. Till then, guys, I need to wrap the show. Till then, guys, do like it, do subscribe it, and hit the bell icon. Thank you.